Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Now, Sephora's in-house brand, which is just called the Sephora Collection, they have new highlighters out. These are not limited edition. These are just exclusive and new. So these are just new products from Sephora Collection. These are just called the Golden Hour. It says in the packaging Golden Hour, and these are powder highlighters. Now, you get 8 grams of product each, which is quite a lot of product. For reference, Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfectors, they carry 8 grams of product as well, and these are made in Italy. Now there are 4 shades in total, and I picked all 4 of them, and they retail for $16. Did I mention that? I'm not sure. I'm so absent-minded. Anyways, I picked all 4 of them, and let me just it says in the back of the packaging, it has like a quick description of what the product is. It says this is a suede-like highlighting powder, and it gives a soft luminosity, and it gives the effect of a sultry evening light. I think on Sephora's product page, it says the same thing. It gives a very soft luminous glow with a sheer wash of color. Also, since this is sheer and not very metallic and not very reflective, these do give like a very satin kind of finish. These can be worn alone or layered over blush or bronzer. Usually that's the case. Highlighters that double as a blush or a bronzer, or the ones that can be used as toppers, are usually not very reflective and not very metallic, because it having metallic effect here, it's not very attractive to some. I mean, there are people who might even like that. So anyways, let's get on with the swatches now. As I told, I bought 4. I think these are very soft products, because 3 out of the 4 shades that I bought came crumbled like this. It's just not a crack or anything. Let me show the other one. These are like so bad looking. And let me show the other one. So I'm assuming these are very soft powders. Do you see how these are just, they just came broke when you like move these like this? Like there used to be an ad like for a chewing gum called Chiclets when I was a kid back in India, and it's like Chiclets, and you can actually hear the broken pieces move when you like move it. So that's how I identified which one is broken and which one is not. But I just got one which is completely intact, but the rest are broken, so I'm assuming these are very soft powders. So let's get swatching. I would like to do brush and finger swatches. So this is called Dusk 01 Dusk, which is like a very soft pink shade. As you can see, this the consistency is very thin. It's not powdery. It doesn't like when I swatch, I don't get excess product in my swatch, in my finger swatch. It just takes the right amount of product, and so if you get excess product, it would like crumble and look bad even in a swatch, but it looks good. And I'm not gonna lie, these are not subtle highlighters. There is definitely, it definitely reflects light. I do have like a different shade on this cheek and different shade on this cheek, so that's why this side looks bright and this side doesn't. But yeah, let me just quickly brush swatch it. This is Dusk, which is like a very soft pink. Not taking much. So do you see, there is definitely some kind of luminosity. It gives a luminosity. So I wouldn't call these like subtle highlighters at all. I would say these are medium metallic highlighters, because it definitely gives you a glow, but it's not like very subtle at the same time. So let's do 2. So yeah, if you just build it up, this is the effect you get. So these are not like very subtle or anything. I wouldn't call them subtle. So let's move on to the next shade, which is, I don't want these to fall off, Twilight. This is 04 Twilight. This is like a purple shade. It's a purple shade. So that is Twilight. Let me quickly clean this brush off. Let's just start swatching Twilight. So that is Twilight. As you can see, this again, this is like 2 layers, and even just one. Let me just do 1 layer here. Even 1 layer is not, I wouldn't call it subtle. So that's why I keep repeating myself, these are not subtle. Just even 1 layer definitely gives like a medium shimmer. There's definitely a it definitely catches the light and reflects. Let's just close that. And then next is what's it called, 02 Dawn, which is like a peachy highlighter. And let's swatch that. I'm literally just dipping my finger in like powder. These are not so, definitely not on the crumbly or very powdery side. These are just, you know, they've just completely broken down. That's why I get a lot of excess amount of product. So this is kind of on the subtle side, I feel, slightly. And let's watch that. But at the same time, it's not very subtle. Definitely, as you can see, this is lighter than my skin tone, so that's why it's like popping. But this is the one color I have on this side, and as you can see, it's not like popping. I mean, it's definitely, at the same time, I'm not calling it subtle, but yeah, for some reason I'm not sure why it doesn't like pop here. But anyways, so that is Dawn, but I still feel this is slightly just a degree less metallic than this first one and the fourth one that I'm about to show. But at the same time, it's not like dramatically less, like not very noticeably less, but definitely I feel tiny bit, just a degree less metallic. Then finally we have High Noon, I'm sorry, it's not High Moon, High Noon. And this is like, as you can see, it's like a bronze shade, like a rosy shade, rosy bronze shade. Oh wait, let me swatch it on the wrong side. This is a rosy bronze shade. This is intense, pretty intense actually. This is the one I have. In fact, this is pretty dark, right? So it shouldn't probably highlight my skin, but yet you can see it reflecting the light so beautifully. So yeah, so this final the darker shade is actually pretty intense. So yeah, those are the 4 swatches. You have like a pink shade, then you have a purple shade, you have like a peach shade, then you have like that rosy bronze shade. So my verdict on this, these are really, really good. Now, if you keep over applying these, they will accentuate dryness in your skin. Even if you do not have dryness, it will like give the illusion of having dryness. So they will accentuate dryness or dry patches if you already have. But I don't feel it emphasizes texture. I don't feel that it emphasizes texture at all. Probably this might sound like they are all very similar, emphasizing texture, but doesn't I mean, I'm confused. The fact that these highlighters feel dry when you apply a lot, but at the same time, if you have texture, it doesn't emphasize it. But somehow that's the kind of result I observed on my skin. So maybe it might be different on somebody else's skin, but I feel if you apply more, it definitely emphasizes texture. As you can see on this side, I have on this tiny bit slightly lesser metallic highlighter, and I feel I just tried to build it up a little bit, but I can definitely tell that it kind of emphasizes my I don't have dryness on this area, but it definitely looks like I have dryness. But I do have like acne somewhere, a tiny little spots here, but I don't feel that those you know, textures and unevenness in my skin tone is emphasized on this side. So yeah, that's my observation on the way these performed on my skin tone. So I think these are really, really nice. I'd say pick it up if you like medium highlighters, but these are not subtle at all, guys. These are not subtle or glow from within. I don't consider this glow from within. Definitely I think these are like medium, but at the same time, no matter how much you build it up, they do not transform into like a high shine metallic highlighters. They just stay as medium highlighters, and maybe if you like blend it and buff it into your skin, I think they will definitely get toned down into a subtle highlighter, that they do. But no matter how much you build up, I don't think these will like change into like highly metallic highlighters. So I just don't over apply them, because I feel that they do you know, emphasize or they give the illusion that your skin is dry. I don't feel that they emphasize it, like I said earlier, because the already existing texture, it doesn't emphasize. But if you apply more, I feel that it gives the illusion that your skin is kind of dry and wrinkled. Not wrinkled, wrinkled is taking it a little bit far, but just it gives the illusion that your skin is tiny bit dry. I think that's like the way powders perform. If you apply more, it kind of looks, it gives the illusion of dryness. So that's my observation on these products. I think these are good. Pick it up if you like medium highlighters and subtle highlighters. That way you can, if you like medium highlighter, you can just apply it in one swipe and then you would get medium highlighter, or if you like subtle highlighters, you can definitely blend it and tone it down. But if you're looking for very high shine highlighters, I'd say skip, because no matter how much you try, these are not going to transform themselves as metallic highlighters. And Sephora on their product page has described these products perfectly and accurately. So you can just these are good. So I knew what I bought, so I'm happy that Sephora actually described it without any exaggeration or anything. They just perfectly described them. So yeah, and I think I covered everything where you can find these, just only at Sephora, and I think you can find them at stores and online. It doesn't say anything about online exclusiveness. So yeah, I think these are great affordable options for people who like subtle and medium highlighters. So yeah, thank you so much guys for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked watching it, and please subscribe. Bye.